The first step of the forehand progressions is to establish your contact point and then shadow the follow-through. Now, your contact point, if you remember the forehand fundamentals section of the website, is going to be about waist high, out in front of your body, and your body is going to be facing the net. So my racket is about waist high now. If I was hitting this way, you can see it's out in front of my body. And the key when you're learning the forehand in these progressions is to understand the relationship between your tennis racket and your hitting arm. There's a slight bend in my elbow, and this arm and racket position is going to stay pretty much the same over the course of the entire forehand motion in this forehand progression. So what you're going to do is start at the service line like I've done here, and I'm just shadowing the from the contact point into the follow-through, my forehand motion. I'm facing the net. I've established my racket, my hitting arm position. The racket is waist high, and it's a little bit out in front of my body. And from this position, my contact point, I simply follow through by extending out in the court, and you can see that I'm catching my tennis racket with my non-hitting arm. And what that's going to do is it's going to help me follow through correctly. If I leave my hand up here and catch the tennis racket, it ensures that I'm following through properly. And again, this is going to get you used to your contact point, where you need to be when you make contact with the tennis ball. Once you master this relatively simple motion, just following through from your contact point, you can actually try and hit a tennis ball. And again, I'm in that same position. This is supposed to be my contact point, and somebody's going to feed me the tennis ball, and I'm just going to hit it and follow through in this very, very, very simple motion. From the back angle, you can see that Andre is feeding me the tennis ball, and again, there's no movement from my contact point. I just hit the ball and then follow through. It's in front of my body now, kind of hard to see, but let's watch it one more time. The motion is incredibly simple. Facing the net, all I'm doing is just following through, pushing the tennis ball over the net.